Wait for the doctor. The doggy doctor.
Professor Noel Fitzpatrick
All right, Mrs. Cuddle monster incoming.
is the Supervet.
We have issues.
I knew I should have got chihuahuas.
At his unique vet practice, he merges mechanics and biology.
Past the point of no return now. Don't be pulling apart my repair, Mrs.
To heal the nation's pets.
Sorry about coronavirus.
Oh, because you're responsible?
I'm responsible for almost everything else.
Even in the darkest days,
Worst thing ever.
Noel imagines the impossible.
Oh, my little baby girl's leg.
Let's go. Sometimes you have to bend the rules of mechanics to fit the biology.
And offers hope
We've definitely made the right decision. Good boy. We've got my boy back.
for families and their friends.
Look at you! Bionic doggo!
Yes, mate, I love you too.
Thank you.
No, no worries. Do you have your mask?
I have got a mask, yeah.
Perfect, perfect.
At Fitzpatrick Referrals,
I haven't touched them.
despite the pandemic,
we go.
our pets still need help when they're in trouble.
No, we don't freak you out.
And that can mean difficult choices.
It is hard because you are so close to your animal. You don't want them to suffer.
So the question is, do you let your dog get worse? Do you do surgery? Or you put him to sleep?
From the get-go, do we do the operation? That itself is quite a big jump to make.
So I don't think you can just leave him as he is.
No.
But in the end, hopefully it will give them a better quality of life.
Good girl. Be good.
Thank you, Johnny.
You all right, my boy? Yeah.
Some of the hardest decisions families have to make are about cancer. This morning, Sue and Phil have brought in their 10-year-old Doberman, Rolo.
Good boy.
Well, Rolo, he's got a tumour in his shoulder. Considering the pain that he must be in, he's not showing any aggression or any... He's just carrying on as normal, which is amazing, really.
Oh,
Right. Look up.
funny boy.
Rolo lives on the south coast, near Dover.
Rolo has been a part of our family for 9 years. We acquired him from a family member who was unable to look after him. You see, when they said, oh, we've got this Doberman, his name's Rolo, I was like, Rolo? What sort of name is that? So as soon as I saw him, I realised why he was called Rolo. He looks like a packet of Rolos. He is the sweetest boy. He likes to be in charge. He likes to be in charge of other dogs. He likes to be in charge of the house. He likes to take over all the furniture.
Can I get my hand out from underneath him? Thank you. Cool.
Sitting next to you, you've constantly got to stroke him because he'll nudge, nudge, nudge. When he's had enough, he'll go off to bed. He's quite a selfish individual.
A few months ago, Rolo started limping badly. Sue and Phil took him to their local vet.
We hoped it was arthritis, but it was when they did the x-rays and the scans and biopsy confirmed that he has a tumour.
He was referred to Fitzpatrick's because of the specialist treatments they offer.
Rolo, good boy.
Noel has taken further CT scans and X-ray pictures of his shoulder.
That's good, yep.
So we can see here that Rolo has a very aggressive bone tumour. The actual architecture of the bone has been destroyed here. The head of the humerus is collapsing. This whole bit is fractured off.
Come on, Rolo.
And that's excruciatingly painful. The conventional option for this is to take the full limb off. And that's a perfectly legitimate option for Rolo.
Come on, Rolo.
But they also have the choice to save this leg now that the technology is available to do so. Chop all of the primary tumour out and replace it with a massive chunk of metal, which is called an endoprosthesis.
For Sue and Phil, saving Rolo's leg was their priority.
The other option was to amputate the leg, but we didn't want that. he would have struggled. He has unsteady back legs anyway, so to make him a tripod would not, I don't think it would have been suitable for him.
Good boy.
So I don't want to do anything that's not going to make him happy.
Rolo's daddy.
Today, Rolo's come in for the surgery to remove the tumour and fit him with a bionic implant.
Please pop your masks on just because
Thank you.
we should follow all the regs.
Yes, of course.
First of all, I just want to do a little physical exam. Now let's have a little look. All right, big guy. Good. So he's no worse than he was the last time I saw him. So that's good. Okay, the next thing to show you is the implants. It's massive.
Oh, wow.
This bit goes up on that.
Right.
So that metal bit couples with this metal bit with two big bolts.
Yeah,
So what we expect then is that it's rigid like this. So it moves like so.
Yeah,
This doesn't bend.
no. This is not in pain,
That's
it
that.
doesn't matter.
Good. I think that having him on 4 legs is superior for him because his back legs were terrible when he wasn't using this. Now coming to the crux of the issue, death is going to happen anyway in the next several months. And I don't know how many months.
Yeah.
The surgery won't cure the cancer, and he'll need chemo to fight the spread of tumour cells.
All right, so big cuddles then, please.
Yeah.
But it will give Rolo the chance to live the last months of his life on 4 legs.
All right, here you go.
Thank you. Thank you
See you
very
later,
much.
guys. Yeah, you're all set.
Shall we have a listen? Do you want to go?
You know that he's going to do his very best to get him back to, not 100%, because he'll never be 100% again, but get him back to the feeling that he can
And he won't be in any
walk,
pain.
well, it won't be in pain
Yeah,
anymore.
in pain anymore.
Oh, he's adorable.
Some days at the practice are just a little bit different.
When we do get an exotic species come in, we all get quite excited.
All right, mate. You okay, buddy?
Everyone wants a cuddle, everybody wants to have a little nose and see what's going on.
Hello, baby girl.
I love ferrets. I used to have ferrets when I was younger. They are really, really nice pets and they're really affectionate and incredibly clever.
Oh, darling.
This morning, an emergency has been admitted. Astrid, the baby ferret, has broken her leg.
She looks really sad.
Astrid lives in Southend with Ben and Melanie. They are ferret fanatics.
When you have a group of ferrets, it's called a business. Yeah, and it feels like a business when you have to feed them and clean them out and you let them all out to play sort of thing. Yeah, it's a job.
We always usually keep about 4 ferrets at a time, and it's only been in recent years that we've grown to a larger number of ferrets, and we're actually currently at 16 at the moment. I do feel like I might have overcommitted slightly.
Astrid is the latest member of the gang.
Astrid was a surprise from Ben for our 20th anniversary. She's so sweet. She's got me wrapped around her little finger.
Every day, the ferrets come out for a run around in the conservatory.
We had a group of the ferrets out for the morning to play, and they do a little dance called a war dance where they just bounce around with excitement, basically. And she did this on top of the armchair sofa, and she fell off.
So I phoned the vets, and they did an X-ray for her, and they confirmed that she'd broken her tibia, and that it would be specialist surgery because she was so tiny.
Back at the practice, Astrid is being a challenging patient.
Ow, Astrid.
Oh, biting a lot.
The team are trying to get her sedated to take X-ray pictures of her broken leg.
Now, Astrid's folks. Hi.
Yeah,
Come on in. Right, okay, this is not the worst fracture that I've ever seen in my life, but you need to be careful with these little guys because their legs are tiny and things can go wrong very quickly in one of these surgeries.
Oh, my little baby girl's leg. Oh.
Yeah, you can see that. It's quite clear, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think you're in a situation where we shouldn't leave it
No.
because it's flopping around. If we leave it, the other bone in the leg, the fibula, it may break as well. It's amazing that the fibula isn't broken. So there are various things that we could do to fix this. What I'm thinking is that I could put a rod down the center and then plate it with screws up here and down here.
Yeah. And that just stays in there?
That stays in there forever,
Just gonna
yeah.
have
So the rationale for that is that you have the strength of the pin and the torsional resistance of the plate.
Yeah.
But you know there's risks. The risk that I can't predict and that nobody knows anything about is if she was to have a sudden heart attack or something happened under anesthesia. So in that scenario, and I don't want to upset you,
No, it's fine.
but maybe it would be good for you to see her in case you don't see her again. That's the only thing. Now, here we go.
Ah, my baby girl.
Now.
Darling, is that lovely?
The way to Astrid's heart is salmon oil. She's mad for it.
Oh, darling. Oh, you're such a little sweetie, aren't you, darling?
But leaving Astrid behind at the practice is hard.
Obviously it's scary because she's so small.
Yeah, the danger is the anaesthetic.
So fingers crossed it'll all be okay.
This is the first time that she's ever been on her own, and she probably just wants to be bounding about with the others, and she will be soon, won't she?
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully.
Astrid. Oh. Ow.
Astrid, the baby ferret, is causing challenges for the nursing team.
She will bite you. Just be careful.
They're taking all precautions to prepare her for the operation.
So we're going to go in a paxial. She's gone a little bit into excitement, and this is sometimes the ow, Astrid.
She fell off the sofa doing a war dance and broke her back leg.
Oh my goodness, the paws, they're so small.
I've operated on loads of ferrets in my career. In fact, I used to operate on small furry pets, I would say probably on a weekly basis. So hopefully I can fix Astrid and she can go back to dancing. I do love ferrets. Okay, good. Right, here we go, incision. Stay. So we can see here just how fine this bone is. Very, very small.
One misjudgment could shatter Astrid's bone.
Okay, so I'm going to take a tiny pin to try and align the two fragments. So this pin's coming right out through the knee. Okay, so the muscles contract, and that means that the fracture overrides and it's very difficult to get back in place. And I've learned that you can't risk putting too much load on this bone because it will break. Rosie, get me the spinal pin distractors, please.
The pin distractor will allow Noel to overcome muscle tension, pull the fracture apart, and realign the two broken segments.
Hold that there. Don't move it. One false move and this fracture's like lightning.
Noel drives the tibial pin through the fracture to support it.
We've now realigned the two major fragments. What I'm going to do is compress them with a piece of suture.
Now Noel will attach a tiny plate across the fracture to prevent it twisting.
We have to be very, very careful here. The bone is soft and it's very narrow. Okay, these screws are tiny. As you can see, it's 1.5 millimeter screw. The width of the bone right here is about 2 millimeters, maybe 2.5 millimeters. So we got to be very careful.
The tibial pin will remain inside Astrid's bone, but first it must be cut to length.
Do we have a hacksaw, please?
He cuts a notch halfway around so it can be driven back inside the bone and snapped off under the joint surface.
Okay, here we go. The moment of truth. Yes. That's it. All right, we're going to close now.
The next few days are critical. The team must find a way to stop Astrid biting her wound.
All right, let's go to X-ray. Thank you, everybody. Well done.
Little Betsy friend. Should I run and grab some towels? Good girl, huh? There's nothing to worry about.
Hello.
Hi.
It's mid-morning.
Good Jeffy. Oh, darling.
John and Elaine have arrived, hoping their 5-year-old Labrador Jeff can at last have elbow surgery to help him.
Jeff has got terrible arthritis in his elbow. He's in pain a lot of the time with it. We've been giving him a lot of painkilling drugs.
Just want him to be
Pain-free.
pain-free, yeah, and able to walk on 4 legs, you know, and not lose a leg, which is the worst case scenario.
Good boy.
The family's country home is on the North Essex coast. They got Jeff as an 8-week-old puppy.
Come on, come on. As soon as Jeff arrived, he was this bundle of joy. There was such enthusiasm, such a strength of character, you know, immediately we just, you know, was totally in love with him.
It's just suddenly having this gorgeous, happy creature, and he just fits straight in.
We sail together, and he also likes fishing, believe it or not. Whatever we do, he's enthusiastic to do it.
He also is quite single-minded when it comes to water.
Jeff, what are you doing? You in the mud again?
If we're in the park, there's lots of muddy puddles. There's absolutely no stopping him.
Jeff, come out the mud. Jeff.
Ever since he was a puppy, Jeff has suffered with the arthritis in his elbow.
So when he was about 9 months old, he developed a limp. And they x-rayed and found he had dysplasia. Pretty bad, but it's okay with medication. And then October last year, it was worse, and he was really whimpering, he was crying, and it was just getting worse and worse. I said, we'll have to take him to our vet. So we did, and that's when she said he's in really bad shape, and started to give him really strong drugs like methadone.
The family were referred to Fitzpatrick's and chose a total elbow replacement for Jeff. But the surgery was delayed for many months because of the COVID lockdown and Jeff developing an infection.
Good boy.
This is something that has truly hurt him. You can see, you can feel it, and I want him to be free of the pain and free to go and chase that ball again.
Hi guys, good morning.
Today, 6 months after it was supposed to happen, they're hoping that Jeff can finally have his operation.
Pretty lame today.
This is good. This is good.
Now, all right, let's have a look. Stand up for me, mate.
Up, Jeff.
Ladies, can you hold him, please?
It's okay, Jeff.
Oh, man, this is so bad. And it's got worse, a lot worse.
So that's the arthritis growing around. Yeah, it's huge, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it is. Massive. So this is new bone formation around the joint got aggressively worse. The reality is that we're now in a very different situation than when I made the last judgment.
Really?
Yeah. And that's extremely painful.
Yeah.
I'm massively worried that the tricep muscle is so wasted that it may not hold up to support the joint in movement. Let's see the other elbow, please. Hold, support, please. Support, please. So he's coping okay on this leg?
Yeah.
Good boy. Okay.
What are they doing, Jeff?
Yeah, the other elbow looks okay. My worry is you've gone beyond the point of total elbow replacement. That's my worry. You have a dramatically different shape in the joint.
Yeah.
So my recommendation is we ping off a couple of x-ray pictures to make sure that there's no further erosion that would suggest pockets of infection inside the bone.
Okay.
Have a cup of tea.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
See you shortly.
I'm sorry, we should have brought him in earlier. I feel upset. I feel disappointed. And I'm sorry that he couldn't have had it done sooner. I really wish that he could have had it in March when it was originally planned. But then things happened. Yeah, we had to order the part, and then Jeff had an infection on his toes.
Then we had lockdown.
So here we are in August.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It'll happen. It'll happen. He'll be all right.
Yeah.
I know.
Security has been tightened in the recovery ward for Astrid, the baby ferret. She's an escape artist. She had the operation to fix her broken leg yesterday.
Come on out. Let me see how you're working. We couldn't keep her dress on her to cover it. We couldn't keep her collar on because she's a bundle of mischief. Oh, she's already walking well. Good girl. And of course, her bone is not healed yet. And so we just need to be careful. She's going to need to be tightly caged for a while. Don't be pulling apart my repair, missus. You're not healed yet. See you later, missus.
With good behaviour, Astrid will be going home tomorrow. Jeff the Labrador has been having scans and a fluid sample taken from his elbow to check for infection.
We can see that there's a volume of red fluid in there, which is abnormal. All right, let's wake up. All right, Jeff's mum and dad, please. Come on in. So, unfortunately, it's what I suspected. This has got aggressively worse. There is florid new bone formation around the joint, and we can see that there are holes inside the joint. That is probably infection. Okay. We're now, unfortunately, firmly in the realm where elbow replacement is not possible, because you can't put an elbow replacement in a potentially infected elbow.
Exactly. And that can't, antibiotics can't cure that.
No.
It's there and it'll...
So the bugs will be seeding out inside those lacunae, which are the holes, like a lake of pus.
This isn't sounding good.
No. All right, we are where we are today. I just want to look at what is possible now. Option 1 is full limb amputation. Option 2 is we fuse the joint solid, but there will be a high risk with that because fusion, if the infection comes back, will not be a good idea. And the third option is euthanasia.
Which is not an option.
Which is not currently on the table.
That is not an option.
So my recommendation, based on what I'm seeing here, will be the same as 99.9% of other vets, and that's full limb amputation. Not only is it the least expensive option, it's the quickest route to the exit. The downside is you don't have the fourth leg. You don't need to tell me now.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario.
I know. Chef.
Good.
Thank you.
He's not looking at us.
God bless, guys.
Cheers, mate.
Sorry.
Jeff, what do you think? 3 legs? Eh?
It's kind of gone from bad to worse.
So we're working on possibly amputation.
It's just unfortunate for Jeff. I mean, it's like he's such a great dog. We just want our gorgeous boy back, but he'll still be our gorgeous boy.
Yeah, exactly.
You a good boy, Jeffy?
Until they've made their decision, Jeff can go home. He's been given more medication to relieve his pain.
Fitzpatrick, Farrell's Orthopaedics, Neurology, Donna speaking, how can I help?
There again, look. I keep trying to do it through my mask.
Put it on your head.
Don't do that. I'll put it on your head in a minute.
Come on, Rolo.
It's late afternoon,
Shall we get started?
and the team are getting ready for one of the biggest surgeries that Noel performs.
Right proximal humerus.
Rolo the Doberman is having his tumour removed and a custom-made implant fitted to try to save his leg.
Rolo's family elected for a big operation even though they knew that cancer would shorten his life. We go through the ethics process and together we try to do what's in his best interest, because it isn't just about quantity of life, it's about quality of life. Can you go with me, please?
Noel and his engineering team invented the implant he's about to put in.
Right, let's go. Hold tight. Incision.
Noel will use a custom plastic guide to cut the top off the humerus, including the tumour. He'll then cut the end off the scapula using another guide. The top part of the implant will be screwed to the scapula with 2 plates. The lower part is screwed to the humerus with 3 plates. The 2 parts will then be rigidly linked with bolts.
So we're gently dissecting the muscles off of the tumour now. There's a major blood vessel and nerve group here. If we cut them, the leg down here will die.
Noel fits the first guide onto the humerus. It shows him where to cut.
So this cut's absolutely critical. Here we go.
With the humerus cut, Noel can begin to dissect out the tumour.
I'm going to have to go pretty much millimetre by millimetre here. I'm going to try and keep away from the tumour as much as I can, but I cannot be sure I'll get all the tumour cells out at this point. Oh my gosh. Just keep your eye on that nerve, Helen, please. Very, very challenging here because some of the major blood vessels and nerves have sent tributaries into the cancer. Of course, that's where the cells spread into the bloodstream. Careful, careful, careful. Here we go. Nasty, nasty, nasty tumour. Okay, so now we begin the reconstruction. So I take off my gloves because I've touched the tumour a lot. Give me more gloves, please, 8.5. And then we change to the clean tray.
Using a second guide, Noel prepares the scapula to receive the implant.
This is the implant. These 2 plates will go on the shoulder blade, one in front of the spine, one behind the spine. So we just pop that on like so, if our measurements are all correct.
The lower implant fits onto the top of the humerus.
It's a highly contoured plate, fits tightly onto the bone. Okay.
Bone marrow from Rolo's pelvis is packed around the ends of the implants.
Okay. So this is designed to fit together in 2 parts. Hold the leg, please. Okay, so we've just popped the 2 parts of the implant together, and now we're going to tighten the bolts that hold them permanently. Let me check it. Let go. Okay. This shoulder will not in any way work normally because it's not a moving joint, but with rehabilitation, one would hope that his function will be satisfactory. Right, go to CT, please. Thank you. All right.
In a few weeks, Rolo should be pain-free and on 4 legs. But the spread of the cancer is still unknown.
Hello?
Hi, Phil, it's Noel here. So I've done the operation.
Yeah.
We've crossed the first big bridge.
Hopefully the other one's are smaller.
Please, God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Good night
Okay.
now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't like masks, do you?
Astrid, the baby ferret, has become a favourite with the care team.
She's sweet, isn't she?
2 days after the operation to mend her broken leg, she's going home.
My favourite people from Essex. Look who's here, look who's here.
Her little chicken leg.
We had to put on the cone of shame eventually
Oh, yes, sorry.
because she was trying to get at it.
Yeah.
And it took us several efforts to figure out what would work for her. So in the end, we got a kitten collar. She was naughty. She's a minx.
Yes.
Anyway, this was tricky surgery.
Yeah.
And this is the result. Pretty challenging.
Yeah.
But a nice repair.
I'm really grateful.
No problem. The one overwhelming thing that I say to you is don't let her chew her stitches out.
And what do I do if she's doing that?
Just keep that collar on.
Oh, keep the collar on. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. But you must not let her dance.
No.
You must not let her play
Yeah.
for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
Right, it's been my absolute pleasure. Right, cheers, guys.
She looks really sad. Oh, darling. Relieved?
Just so relieved. It's really stressful. Yeah, she's got a little cage set up in our spare room, so next to our bedroom. So she's going to be living in there for the next 3 weeks.
We've been advised to check on her every hour. So is that like
I
having
think it's going to be every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
The way this cone's coming off. So
It might be like having a newborn baby, mightn't it? And that sounds hideous.
I think you can say that on telly.
Come on, Rolo. Let's go for your walkie.
It's 48 hours since Rolo had the operation to remove his tumour and fit him with a bionic implant.
Mate, how are you? Wow. Good boy, Rolo. Yeah, you're raring to go, mate. Oh, wow. I'm overwhelmed with how good he's doing today. And hopefully, he can enjoy that life for as many months as he possibly can on 4 legs. And we've done our best, and that's all we can do. Isn't that right, mate? We do our best together, don't we? Good boy.
Sue and Phil can't wait to see him again.
We've come to collect our boy Rolo. Hopefully he's all right. Yeah, we're really looking forward to seeing him. Really missed him.
Sue.
Hi.
Phil, how are you?
Hello.
We're good,
Lovely
thanks.
to see you both. Right, your friend is doing really well.
Oh, I'm so pleased.
So this is what the implant looks like now, which is like
Oh.
so. Right?
Yeah.
It's huge surgery. That's as big as limb replacement type surgery gets. So I'm actually not worried about the mechanics of that now. I'm very pleased with the mechanics.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that should give him a pain-free, functional quality of life on 4 legs for as long as he lives. What I'm worried about is how long is he going to live.
Yeah.
Now that's how long is a piece of string.
Yeah.
We don't know. The bottom line is you're going to be back next week for your first cycle of chemotherapy, and then we'll do it every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Come on outside. Let me show you where we're going to go, guys. Now. 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 Now.
Who's that?
Who's that, Ro? Who's that? Calm down, calm down. Good boy.
Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you so much.
I'm so pleased to see you smile. No, I really am. Take care and God bless, guys.
God bless you too.
Take care. Okay, God bless. Bye-bye.
I am so happy. So happy. It was always, I was never a question of doubt. I was always really extremely positive. But it was whether or not how he would survive it. And he seems to have done a really good job. He's not the most expressive of dogs, but yeah, inside it'll give me a kiss. Good boy.
Have some water, Jeff, come on.
John and Elaine have come back to the practice. They've decided on amputation to get Jeff out of pain.
I'm feeling very apprehensive. I hope he's going to be okay. There's no choice that we have to do this.
This is the solution. Oh, we're hoping it's the solution. You can never tell again. We're ready to go?
Yes.
Okay. It's
Come
nice
on
and
in.
cool in here.
Good morning, Elaine. Okay, so how are you feeling?
Yeah, we're bearing up, you know. Yeah, it's obviously a major thing, but we do understand that this is the right thing to do for him.
So main thing for people when they have a full limb amputation is that they are often worried about the shock of what the dog will visibly look like.
Right.
It'll be gone from here. There'll be no shoulder blade, nothing. And he'll feel a lot better in a few days' time when he's got rid of that pain.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's it.
Yeah, I've got his food and medication.
Brilliant, brilliant. All right, bud.
Jeff.
Well done.
Keep good.
Yes.
Everything's going to be all right, okay?
Yes.
Jeff, we love you. And Noel's going to take the best
Yes,
care
I will
of you.
take the best care of him. You go ahead.
See you later, Jeff.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, bye now. Bye-bye.
I brought a box of tissues. I thought this would happen.
It'll be all right, babe. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. You know that. He's with the best man, isn't he? So...
Come on then. There he is. Good boy.
Jeff's in a lot of pain right now, which is a real shame. It would have been lovely if we could have done a total elbow replacement for this elbow, but it wasn't to be. And now it's infected. And although I perform a lot of limb salvage procedures, which is saving the leg with implants, there's a time and a place for amputation. Dogs like Jeff will usually manage really great on 3 legs. And in my opinion, this is absolutely the right choice.
For the past 2 months, Rolo the Doberman, who had his tumour cut out and replaced with a bionic implant, has been having regular chemotherapy sessions to try and slow down the spread of cancer.
You want a drink?
Today, he's back for a checkup.
Now, Rolo's mum. He's walking excellent, isn't he? Yeah. So today is about checking the implant integrity and also for any change in metastases.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a worrying day for all of us because we don't want to see any spread of the tumour, either locally in the region from which I've cut it out or distant in the chest or elsewhere. Please God, everything will look okay.
Yes.
Just have a cup of tea. Cheers. All right.
Sorry, Rolo. No. Good boy.
Hey, see what happens.
It doesn't take long for the results to come through.
Hello.
Hello.
Would you like to come in?
Yes.
And Noel will be with you in a few minutes.
Okay, no worries.
Thank you.
Hi guys, very sorry about the delay. The bottom line of this examination, I'm going to show you the images in a moment, is in himself he's fine, but there's a tiny spot. I will show it to you. There.
All right, yeah.
The rest of the lung is clear apart from this one spot.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So that could be a tumour spread. That doesn't hurt in any way.
No.
So he doesn't even know that's there, and he won't know.
No.
He even won't know when they're big.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry to have to give you that.
No,
news.
it's not your fault.
One of them things, isn't it?
It is what it is.
The risk you take, it's...
Yes.
We knew that, though, didn't we?
Yeah, we never know how long these patients are going to live. And it's heartbreaking for me as a surgeon to see how good that is and to know that that could save his limb, but doesn't save his life. With regard to bone-on growth, I've never seen better.
Oh, good.
Oh, look at that.
It's solid.
Yeah.
There's no danger of that now.
No.
Oh, that's good.
My recommendation is give him the fullest life that he can possibly have.
Yeah.
Do everything on his bucket list. He's got to now enjoy what's left.
What's left?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay?
Yeah.
All
Thanks
right.
for everything you've done.
It's my pleasure. I'm sorry I can't work miracles. As soon as he's awake, they'll bring him out.
Lovely.
Okay, no worries,
Okay, guys.
thanks.
Hello.
Hello, my
Hiya.
angel.
Hello.
said I've had a nice long sleep.
Oh, have you been sleeping?
Have you been sleeping?
Have you been sleeping?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't the news that we wanted, unfortunately, but we've done everything we could, so we've just got to give him the best life now.
No one knows how long he's got him on. It might be 6 weeks, might be 6 months.
And we're just grateful for the time that we have had. Yeah. Good boy. Yeah, he is. He is such a star. Hey?
Good boy, Jeff. Well done, buddy. Good boy.
It's been 2 days since Jeff the Labrador had surgery
Good boy.
to amputate his leg.
You go for it, mate, go for it. Jeff's doing absolutely amazing. He's raring to go because he's out of pain. And actually, I don't think people need to be scared about limb removal. A dog of this size can manage very well on 3 legs. All right, mate, let's go. Come on, mate.
Do you think Jeff's made any friends?
This will be the first time John and Elaine have seen Jeff since the operation.
I think we're both pretty apprehensive because we have our vision of our gorgeous dog Jeff. You know, he's lovely, handsome boy, and now he'll have 3 legs. But we keep on saying to ourselves, he's going to be even more special.
Here we go. Now, look who's here, mate. Look who's here.
Jeffy!
Oh,
Jeff, I missed you, darling.
Okay.
I missed you.
Lovely. Just a cut from there to there.
Yeah,
Lovely.
I missed
Yeah.
you. Oh.
We good, John?
I'm happy.
No sand, 2 weeks.
No sand.
Okay.
Jeff, look after yourself. God bless, guys. Take care. Thank you.
I don't think he's very happy, do you? He's a bit pissed off. Yeah, we're very happy to see Jeff. He was initially happy to see us. He's now giving us the evil eye. Like, what have you done to me?
Why me?
But I'm really pleased from what Noel's been saying.
In Southend, Ben and Melanie have been having a tough time with Astrid, their baby ferret.
Having a ferret in your bedroom, it's not ideal, really. She had like the cone of shame she had to wear, and she hated it, so she was trying to wriggle out of that. So she was literally waking up every hour to make sure that she hadn't got out of that and she wasn't chewing on her stitches. But after a few weeks, she kind of settled in, and yeah, it was all right in the end.
Now, 10 weeks on, she's fully recovered.
Astrid's doing really well. Her confidence has grown amazingly. You wouldn't even know that she'd had an injury on her leg, the way she bounds about. She went through hell and she didn't know what was happening. So for her to be able to use her leg like as if nothing had happened is also remarkable.
The gang are back in business.
We have no plans for any more ferrets. We are at our limit, and we have decided that ever so recently. You get these animals thinking that, you know, everything will be plain sailing, but it isn't always the case. So 16 will do for now.
Ro!
On the chalk downs above Dover, Rolo is making the most of every day.
Good boy. Rolo's amazing now. He's happy, he's playful, he's enjoying his life. Yeah, he's back on form. No, come on.
It's 4 months since he had his tumour removed and a bionic implant fitted.
We feel that we've definitely made the right decision. Come on, Ro.
First couple of weeks were hard, but after that he seemed to get used to it and just got on with it.
Come on, Ro.
Now Rolo has a playmate, Ruger. He's a rescue dog, a 9-month-old puppy with sore paws.
They're doing very, very well, both of them.
The only time Rolo really grumbles at Ruger is when he's in his bed and Ruger tries to invade his space. Apart from that, they're pretty chilled around each other. What's up, my boy?
Rolo is still having chemo.
Gonna find those squirrels?
Sue and Phil are making every day special.
We'll be sad when he goes and there'll be a few tears, but at the moment we're just enjoying life with him, so we'll worry about the time when it comes.
It's been worth it because we've got the end result. Good boys.
Good boy.
Jeffy!
Good boy, Jeff.
On the North Essex coast, there's a familiar figure back on the beach.
Good boy. Good boy.
It's been 3 months since Jeff, the chocolate Labrador, had the operation to remove his badly diseased leg.
Seeing Jeff without any pain and being able to run freely is just a joy. Absolute joy for us. Here we go, Jeff.
Ready?
Good boy. It was a great day when we saw Jeff bound back into the sea for the first time. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Good boy. Good boy. Jeff is not in any pain and he's not on any more medication, which is wonderful.
Ready, Jeff? I think he has adapted extremely well.
He's gung-ho still. He's still cheeky and funny and lovable.
Good boy, Jeff. Come on.
He's the same dog, minus a leg. That's it.
Good boy, Jeff. Up, up. Let's go.